Okay, everyone, before we get started, I want to verify everyone can hear me. Mayor Wiggins, can you hear me?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Smith, can you hear me?
Yes.
Councilmember Davies, can you hear me?
Yes.
Councilmember Pogencourt, can you hear me?
Yes.
Councilmember Scrivener, can you hear me?
Yes.
Greg Garrett, can you hear me?
Yes.
And Chief Kroger, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, per the State of California Executive Order N2920, this meeting will be held telephonically. Council, can you please mute your microphones until you are called upon for comment or vote? That way we don't have any feedback. And otherwise, Mayor, I am now passing the mic over to you.
Okay. I will call the meeting to order. Roll call.
Mayor Wiggins?
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Smith?
Here.
Councilmember Davies?
Here.
Councilmember Pogencourt?
Here.
Councilmember Scrivener? Councilmember Scrivener, you might still be on mute.
Here. I was. Thank you.
Thank you. All are present, or all are present telephonically.
Thank you. And now if you'll put your hands over your hearts and repeat with me, I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United
States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And I will turn this over to the city manager.
Thank you, Mayor Wiggins. I'm come to you this morning with our special city council to talk about two items on the agenda. The first one is an adoption of a resolution, the city of Tehachapi ratifying the Director of Emergency Services proclamation of a local emergency relating to the existence and threatened existence of the COVID-19 virus. As the council is aware, Mayor Susan Wiggins signed in an emergency declaration on Friday, March 20th. That resolution must be ratified by the full council within 7 days for it to continue. And a little background for you, on March 4th, Governor Newsom issued a proclamation of state of emergency for the state of California. March 11th, the World Health Organization did the same. March 13th, the President of the United States issued a proclamation declaring the COVID-19 outbreak in the United States as a national emergency. And there have been several since then. In response to those events, the city's director of emergency services proclaimed the existence of a local emergency within the city of Tehachapi, pursuant to Tehachapi's Municipal Code Section 2.36.050, issuing the emergency declaration. This resolution will also authorize the Director of Emergency Services to continue to take appropriate measures to protect the public health, safety, and welfare, and obtain emergency aid from other agencies as necessary. There is no fiscal impact, and the recommendation is the staff recommends approval of the resolution ratifying the Director of Emergency Services proclamation of a local emergency related to the existence and threatened existence of the COVID-19 virus. That is my report for you.
Thank you. Are there any questions? And if there are, please state your name.
So, Mayor, first we will begin with questions or comments from the public.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So there was no written communication. We did offer that. We didn't receive any voicemails, and we are going to give it a little bit of time here in case anybody wants to come in. So, council, there will be a short pause. So the public can call in to 661-822-2200, extension 108. So council, if you can hold any chatter until the end of the pause, after which I will close the public comment portion. All right. Go. Okay, we have received no calls. Mayor, I will pass this back over to you. If you wouldn't mind doing the council comments via roll call so we know who's speaking.
Okay. Are there any council comments? Mr. Davies?
No.
Mayor Pro Tem Smith?
No comment.
Councilwoman Bogencourt?
No comment.
And Councilwoman Scribner?
No comment, thank you.
All right. Then, as presented by staff, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
This is Phil, and I make the motion. Phil Smith.
Thank you.
Pogencourt second. Pogencourt second.
Great. And now a roll call vote. Councilmember Davies?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Smith?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pogencourt?
Yes.
Councilwoman Scribner?
Yes.
And Mayor is voting yes also. So let the record show we have a 5-0 vote. And now back to the city manager for number 2.
Thank you, Mayor Wiggins. The second and final agenda item for this morning is a work from home policy. This is an emergency work from home policy. As we're aware, the state of California declared an emergency stay at home order effective immediately, which was last week, to all Californians in order to minimize the spread of COVID-19. As a result, certain city employees are required to work from home. In order to provide clear guidelines and expectations to employees who are telecommuting, an emergency telecommuting policy was put together. I'll also add that we've shared this with all 11 cities in the county as current in their modeling our policy. Telecommuting employees will be expected to work on the same work schedule at home as they would on site. Telecommuting can be denied, canceled, and modified by the employee's department head, and the COVID-19 is no longer considered a threat. So this is an emergency stay-at-home policy. Each department head has created a plan where some, not all, employees, if available, would be able to work from home. So I want to stress that our essential city services and essential city employees are still at work. At this point, there are no more than a handful of employees that are working from home, but they're working 7 to 5:30 every day under normal working conditions at home with city-provided computers and such. So if there are any questions for me, I'd be happy to take them, but I recommend that you approve the telecommuting policy, which is attached in your packet. Thank you.
Thank you. Ashley, are there any public comments?
There were no written comments. There were no voicemails. And again, there will be a short pause so the public can call into 661-822-2200, extension 108. So council, please hold any chatter until the end of the pause, after which we will again close public comment.
Someone still has not muted, so we're getting our background. Everybody, please mute.
We have received no phone calls. Mayor, if you will pass this along for council member comments via roll call.
Thank you. Council member comments, Mr. Davies,
I have none, Mayor.
Mayor Pro Tem Smith,
No comments now, thank you.
Councilwoman Polkencord,
None, thank you, no.
and Councilwoman Scribner.
And thank you.
All right, at this time, I would entertain a motion to approve this policy as presented by staff.
I make a motion that, this is Councilmember Davies, I make a motion that we approve this resolution as written.
Christina Scribner will second that.
I'm sorry, who said second?
Christina Scribner will second that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved and seconded. We need a roll call vote. Mr. Davies,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Smith,
Yes.
Councilwoman Polkencord,
Yes.
Councilwoman Scribner,
Yes.
and the mayor votes yes as well, which gives us a 5-0 vote for the record. Are there any other things to consider, or are we ready to move for adjournment?
Mayor Wiggins, we can't consider anything else with a special meeting, so it will have to be an adjournment.
All right. The meeting is now adjourned. Thank you, everyone, for coming.